And there it is. We are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Tuesday night hangout. Uh, I am Nate from Hollywood Comics. You're on my channel, so thanks for being here. I am joined by three awesome people. Eric from SideQuest Comics, Dope from Dope Comics, and Kate from Kate's Comics on Instagram. Kate does not have a YouTube yet. I think she could be very successful at it if she wanted to.
Might
But
be
Kate does.
coming.
Oh, you heard it here first. Breaking news. So, this is just kind of our weekly Tuesday night hangout where we show some books, look at what's coming out tomorrow, because all three of us and you as well now, Kate, you are a Wednesday warrior, right? You go pick up new books every week. So we're gonna go through some of the things we almost always go through. And I brought some books to show tonight that are kind of specific to all of y'all. I like to do that when people are on. Like I've got some books that I picked up this week that are just like a couple of them. They are your books, by the way. when we see each other in Heroes Con, don't be surprised when these show up again.
Cheating.
Before we get started, there are a ton of people in the chat already. So I'm going to say, hey, always first. This guy never sleeps. He's in the chat. Hey, he's Eric. In the panel. It's Eric from SideQuest.
I'm super excited. What can I say?
That is my brother-in-law. Frank Lloyd Wrong provides all the music for my channel.
Hey, Frank.
And I actually brought something for him tonight, too. Robert Belizard, hello from Canada. Hello from America to Canada, my friend. Kay Munin, hello. There's Robbie Josephs. Another real-life friend of mine, Chris Sturgeon, fellow teacher. Eric again. Eric. Come on, Eric. Rich from Big Nasty. I'll skip me. There's Brian LCS. Hey, Brian, thanks for being here. Matt just got done. Oh, my gosh. Matt and Lyle showed some amazing books that he picked up. So stupid cheap. Just awesome. An awesome stream. Lyle has one of the most massive collections I've ever seen. Michael, thank you for being here. A regular. There's Chonko. Hey, buddy. Saw him over at Matt's stream as well. Kay Munin, enjoying the DC versus Sonic. I flipped through it. I just couldn't pay money for it. Each their own, but I just couldn't do it. And I almost did. The cover with Darkseid was so funny to me. Christopher Parker, thank you so much for being here, man. RPO Collectibles. Oh, the best name in comic book YouTube. It is Buttface McBooby. And say hello as well to his wife, the lovely Mrs. McBooby, who watches with him. Who let this guy into the chat? It's Dope from Dope Comics.
Hey, Dope.
It's Richard. Hey, Richard.
Richard.
Comic book super fan and all around awesome dude. Doug, the comic collector coach. And now Kate has snuck in as well.
Hey, Kate.
And yeah, Robert, the clean shaven Dope. I'm not used to it yet. But like
those people ain't been around long enough. This ain't first. I do this every summer, guys.
Okay. It's my first year on YouTube. Steven Collecto6 on Instagram, and a good friend of the show who's going to be on. I'll be on with him on Friday. This is a new name to me, Neighborhood Merc. Oh, he's going to be at Heroes. All right, we're going to start by showing off that Heroes list and talking about some of the new additions. There's Chad, the youngling on the bottom right. Well, when Hagen couldn't be here tonight, we knew we had to get somebody to keep our youth demographic.
20 years younger.
Eric from 9 Panel Grid. Thanks. Good to see you. Outer Worlds Comics. That's a newer channel to me. I just subbed him up. I saw him on someone's stream the other day. Derek Hammondtree. Another new name to me. I teach reading.
Yeah, a bit of a hiccup there. It sounded like.
I teach through reading. I can't do it. And I think I got everybody. So, wow. All right. We have been waiting for a long time. We are all going to Heroes. Kate, I don't think you are.
No, not making the trek.
Okay.
2 months away.
but we've been really excited. It is just 2 months away, and so we've been waiting. Like, oh, they're going to drop another list of artists.
Dope. I'm already getting ready.
Oh, the White Claws are coming out. No laws when the White Claws come out.
Oh man, I can't believe I'm going to be walking around drinking White Claws with you guys.
Peach, raspberry.
I'm going to lose.
Drink.
Yeah, that one's
I'm going to lose
cherry.
so much old man Scotch cred. It's not funny. But I mean, we were all excited for this new list to come out, and I mean, I don't know a lot. I'm not saying they're not good artists or creators or anything. I just don't recognize a lot of the names. And the 3 or 4 I do notice, I'm like, yeah, I like them, but I don't know that I'm going to wait in a line to get something signed. I mean, I'm really not interested in getting anything signed as much as I am like maybe picking up a piece of art, like a print or something, and having them sign that. I'm more excited about that than bringing a book to get signed. But I'm going to bring the list up. And was there anybody on here? Like, I mean, for me, Arthur Adams is one of the biggest ones. He is
Here, you'll get
awesome.
this one, Dope. He'll have these.
Yeah, that's cool. I love that when you showed it yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, that is really cool. But I didn't. Yeah, I mean, just scrolling now. Okay, Pat Broderick, Eric. I know you know who he is.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, ooh.
You know,
I
mean, you could take almost any random book from DC in the 80s, and that guy was on it.
Dope. Bob Camp is the co-creator of Ren and Stimpy.
Ah. There's Amanda Connor.
But
I see Amanda Connor from Terminator on there.
It's a different Connor.
Okay, now Xander Cannon, he is an artist I know. He did a mini series for New England Comics called Chainsaw Vigilante that took place in the Tick universe. And that's completely random and very old, but I see his name a lot on books. He's still working, and I think that's really cool. I mean, and if you see somebody, feel free to yell it out. Steve Englehart, he's a known established
These just
artist.
got released, was it Saturday or Sunday this past week?
It came out Sunday. It came out on Easter. Yeah.
There's John Romita Jr. on there.
Yes. David Finch.
Yeah, I kind of went all in on JR. I got the VIP thing that he's doing, the signing that was limited to 30 people. I couldn't get in Saturday, but I got in Sunday. So I kind of went, that's going to be my one big one, I think, for the weekend.
There's Jim Rugg, which I love his Hulk stuff. So,
okay.
There you go.
Adam Hughes. I love Adam Hughes, but I just can't imagine that his line is going to be manageable or one that I want to spend my. Not that I don't like it. I just I don't want to spend my day waiting in line for. Something.
I'm looking at all these creators, and it's like, are all these creators going to have long lines though? That's something that I'm thinking.
That is a good point. I mean, this is a ridiculous list, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody's got to go somewhere. So, I mean, even if someone does have a ridiculously long line, that just means you can probably go somewhere else.
Yeah, somebody will have a shorter line.
J.G. Jones, I love his artwork. I mean, it's so realistic and good. There was another name that Joshua Middleton. I love Joshua Middleton's art.
His Batgirl.
I was gonna say, Kate, I bet you know the Batgirl cover I'm thinking of. It's so good. And he's somebody that's known, but I could see him not having a ridiculous line too, because he's not, he's not like, I don't want to say he's not an A-lister, but he's not one of these most popular guys. Mike Grell, he's already announced, but he's over here. I'm gonna have to get something from him. I just think, with all the Warlord and all the.
Yeah, I think that one might be one for both of us, Nate.
Yeah, I mean, I plan to take my first issue special. It's not in good shape. I don't care. I really enjoy that title, and I like Warlord. I want him to sign it. Bill Morrison. Is he a writer or artist for The Simpsons?
I think he's an artist.
I think so too. I'm not. There was one other one towards the bottom that I was actually.
Southern Knights.
I don't know.
You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. Ben Templesmith. That's the one that jumped out at me. I really like Ben Templesmith. He did a lot of work with Steve Niles. He did a book called Fell with Warren Ellis. Painted style, very much like Sienkiewicz. A lot of horror stuff. So I'm into that. Charles Vess. That's a name I know too. He's an older artist, isn't he?
I think so. So there's why I see one right away. Scotty Young. I've missed him a couple times when he's been in town, so I'm kind of like, I gotta kind of pull that trigger on him. I keep missing him, type of thing.
I think Jenny Friesen and Scotty Young, like we talked, is gonna be the two longest lines.
Yeah, they might be. They might be because they're very popular.
And John Romita Jr. is gonna be big. So,
yep. Don Rosa, he did a great Scrooge McDuck book. I'll probably get something from him.
There's one dope that you wanted to go see, Roy Thomas.
Roy Thomas is probably the one the most that I'd be interested in, but I don't know. I'm going to bring some books in a short box just to have, but I don't know if I'll even go get any autographs.
Yeah, I think he would be long, and I think he's only there for a day. I don't think he's there the whole weekend.
There's Jim Shooter too. So
yeah, and Chonko is saying, mirroring what you said, Eric, that most of the lines will be short or non-existent because they'll be feeding into the bigger.
And there's so many. There's just so many people that you can't get in every line. So
got it there. Okay, too. His stuff on Absolute really drew me in right away.
So Brian, Charles Vess did Web of Spidey #1, and it's Justin's dad from No Good Comics. I knew that actually.
He did a lot of the Marvel team ups too. So,
and if Eric and Nate y'all are the same guys, y'all could always grab each other's books and go stand in each other's line.
Yeah, that's true too. But then we'd have to be apart. I want to use we got to use the buddy system at this place, man. I'm gonna get. I feel like I'm gonna get lost.
4 people just sitting in line for one autograph.
Yeah, why not? At least we'll have our White Claw. We'll be great.
Yeah.
Sit on the cooler.
They allow that on the floor?
I mean, put it in a koozie. No questions asked. Let's see. Oh, okay. Robert telling me one of my favorite books was Gilgamesh 2, and Steve Oliff did the art on that with Jim Starlin.
Oh, okay.
That's a weird book. It's
a lot of these names that I don't recognize. I think it's going to be one of those things I'd like to do at cons where you just wander, just kind of see what there is to see. And then you're like, oh, I know that, or I know that. So something to draw you in. And like you said, Nate, it's fun to just look at art, like if they have prints or I love looking at their original comic pages. Granted, I can't afford any of it, but it's still fun to look at that stuff.
That's why I say when I'm walking that artist alley, I'm looking for a print, and the coolest part of it will be getting to meet the artist and have them sign it. But I'm not going to be getting original art. That's not my bag. Matt wants to know what the heck is White Claw. Do they not have White Claw in Canada, buddy?
The greatest beer ever made.
Alcoholic seltzer water. It's
hydrating and also not.
Yeah, every man drinks that around here.
It's for soccer moms and apparently comic book convention goers.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
We've been talking a lot of ramen noodles and White Claws behind the scenes, so we're gonna be wild at this show coming up.
We're drinking and eating as cheap as we can because we're buying prints and waiting in lines.
Line all those autographs.
Yeah. Well, there goes dinner tonight.
That is really funny. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't see anyone that jumped out, but I think when we're walking around, I'm gonna see plenty that jumps out, and I'm gonna recognize art pieces or covers and things, and really want to see their stuff.
This is one of those cons that there's so many guests, and that it's you can't do it all. You can't see it all. So you really have to, I think, you have to be tough, and don't be down on yourself if you can't get everything. I mean, it's impossible. It's just too massive. So you got to just make a list, pick your favorites, and then I think just go from there.
So I know none of us has been to this before. I wonder if the artist, I'm hoping that's in a different place than the comic books.
I think Hagen has been before. He will and a child shall lead them. He will be our guide. There's Dave from Still Only 35 Cents. Hello to you in Australia, Dave. Klaus Jansen. Yeah, that's a name I recognize, but I can't think of, I'm not good with that. I'm actually better with writers. I think it's because
Same.
I like to read. So
I'm the other way around. I like
exactly. Well, that's why we make a good balance, man.
There we go.
But yeah, I when I see writers, I'm like, oh, I loved this story or that story. And art, it's not that I don't appreciate it. I really do. I don't fixate on that.
I don't pick a comic via that necessarily. So I kind of, it's an awesome bonus.
Let me ask you this. Will art be bad enough to turn you off of a book though? Like if it's bad enough,
Yes.
See, a great written book cannot survive like terrible art, or a bad written book like Trample, right? Dope.
Yeah, Trample's what I was thinking of when you was talking about it. I was like, you can have the greatest idea for a story and have the greatest writing, but if it's stick man, I'm not into it.
Yeah, it wasn't. That was a shame.
Well, like I don't know if you ever read 30 Days a Night, but it was some weird art.
And loved it. That's Ben Templesmith. I love it. Yeah. I love Ben Templesmith. It
turned me off. And Department of Truth turns me off.
Okay.
I haven't read any of that or flipped through it. Like that's one where I saw.
Same guy. I don't know, but it's that kind of water paint kind of.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law asking the real questions. Graphic novel adaptations of beat books like On the Road or Naked Lunch. Probably. I have come across Kurt Vonnegut's one of my favorite writers. Slaughterhouse-Five is like his most famous book from when he was younger, and I've seen a couple of comic book adaptations of that. So you do find like graphic novel adaptations of actual novels.
Yeah.
It just depends though. Like that can be rough because you're when you're not giving
away at a wordy.
yeah. Or they cut so much that it just loses its impact. So and Big Nasty, he's like, I'm still hoping. Now he's going to be down there with us as well.
That's
hoping
right.
for Kelly Jones, Sam Keith. I'm still kind of hoping that maybe Kevin McGuire, one of my favorite artists, Sam Keith as well. Like I would totally wait in line for a nice, awesome Sam Keith piece. Even, books. He did a lot of Batman covers that were just fantastic. And Wolverine, Eric, he did I don't know if you liked that, but I love Sam Keith.
I didn't like Potbelly Wolverine so much.
You probably saw the book I showed where Wolverine looked like a drowned rat. That's one of my favorites. So yeah, nothing mind blowing to me on this new thing. But again, like there's going to be more than enough to do down there. Like there's going to be plenty of things to see, plenty of artists to go check out. So with that, I have some books I brought tonight that kind of I want to show for all of you guys. Does anybody want to get us started? Anybody bring anything that they want to show?
I just want to watch Eric drink that White Claw. But
yeah, anyway. Easy. Like how I was savoring it.
You really. I'm surprised you're not having to plug your nose a little.
Big and Nasty, make sure you bring the White Claw when you come. Don't show up.
I'll hit the truck stop on the way into Charlotte.
I'm only going to show 2 or 3. So.
Okay. Well, let's get you up there.
Bizarre Brain Comics. I don't know if y'all know him, but he's a horror guy. He sent me this little bitty book. It's a Hulk book. So,
is it a novel?
Try to read a real book.
Wow.
Cry the Beast. It's an old Hulk book. So, it's made by Marvel. So,
how old is that? Like, what's the do you know the publication date? Is it on there?
It's not on here without me open it, but it cost $1.75. So.
I mean, it looks 80s-ish to me.
But I thought that was pretty cool. He sent me that. So, and then it was a short week this week, or last week, I should say.
Yeah,
Me and you didn't buy anything. There's hardly anything to read. So I started reading a bunch of stuff that was in my nightstand, weird stuff. And the best thing I read was Red Rooster. Hey, it was good, man.
I trust you.
I think somebody like Boom or Image, somebody needs to pick this up. It only made it 2 issues. They
What a
need this
shame.
character. Red Rooster was good, and he's got the greatest rogue gallery. He's got 4D Man. You see all these weird people up here. He's got Phantom Footsteps. He's got a Varmint Eater.
Varmint Eater.
He's got Slug Mug. But these guys are all cool. It's a cool book. Red Rooster. And then, like I said, I read some junk like Zombie World, Zombie Proof, and a bunch of Marvel Unleashed or Monsters Unleashed. So that is all I've got. But we're gonna have a lot next week because next week's the big. Well, this week I should say. Tomorrow's the big day.
Tomorrow's just disgusting. So
here's one more for you since you love this one. I know you talked about this one. Yes! This was in my stack. Intense Wolverton. So this is number 2.
Is that Basil Wolverton?
I have no idea.
I mean, he was like a Golden Age artist, Golden and Silver Age artist.
It could be, but it's a weird book, so I had to try to read it.
That is really cool. Last week I did, and I don't know if we talked about it, Dope, so I wanted to ask you real quick. Did you pick up Buried Long Ago?
I've got it in my box to get tomorrow.
Okay.
So I'm excited about it. Have you read it yet?
I've read it. I mean, the only thing I'll say is I am going to get the second issue. So
Alex Cormack did the artwork, and I love him. He's one of my favorite artists.
I like the artwork. This was the best thing I read last week. This Jason Aaron run of the Turtles has been so good, but this issue in particular, I mean, like, okay, so like, I know this looks like busy, but it's like so cinematic. Like the story is told at all these different levels while they're in the subway. It's really easy to follow. It's just there's a lot going on. And look at Donatello, like he's lost his mind and he's super skinny. He's not eating and he's talking to a dead rat. They're being hunted like they're enemies again. It's been such a good run. I have really loved the Turtles. And this has been the most fun I've had reading them since the old like 80s Mirage stuff that I started collecting. So those were the 2 that I read last week that I brought because I was just like these were good. I enjoyed these. And then let's see, Eric's back there digging. So hey, what the heck? No, let's do that. Kate.
So I did pull the Buried. Was it Buried Alive? What was the one that you?
Buried Long Ago.
I did that. It will be coming soon at my LCS after watching you guys the other night. I was like, I need that.
But
we're
having an effect.
Yeah, I am a big fan of Tom King. And I did not initially pull the Black Canary series because you can only grab so many books each week. But after so many reviews of this from friends saying that it was great, I did finally pick up the first couple issues, and I have to say it was actually a pretty fun read. She is in like a pay-per-view fight streamed across the galaxy. I think they said translated to 100 million languages, for all to see, fighting Lady Shiva to determine who is the best fighter on Earth. And
oh crap, she's fighting Lady Shiva?
She is not favored, but she needs to make it to the 6th round in order to get money and or a cure for her mother. So it's all about like the grit and willpower, and just how much of an underdog her character is, and I'm really enjoying it so far. The art has been incredible, so highly recommend if you haven't. I think it's only going to be like 6 issues or so, an easy one to hop into or grab a trade after.
That's my plan. That's one that, like you, I had to pass. You know what I mean? Yep. Like I was like, I can't pick up another book right now, and so I'm trade waiting that one because it is Tom King, and I freaking love Tom King. But I'll read it up and I'll read it in one go. It'll be great.
And then another one that I had not gotten to read yet, but was able to read it the other night, having it for a while, was Superman 123, just for Superman week. I'm a huge she's my favorite. Supergirl is my favorite hero. And while this is not her character, this is her prototype issue, and it is a super enjoyable read. And it's just really cool to see first the homage cover, and then the pieces that they kept from this character and those that they didn't keep for Supergirl. So was just awesome to kind of flip through.
Yeah, that's one that's on my list. That's a really cool cover, and the
Looks-
Supergirl prototype is awesome.
Looks like Mac's excited about it too.
Yeah.
Through a lot of waiting and a payment plan.
Yeah. Just wait, Matt. This
Yep.
Kate does not mess around.
Try not to. And then I think you mentioned earlier, like sign books. I'm not huge on getting sign books unless I like meet the artist to get it done. But one that I collect, obviously can't meet George Perez. And he's my favorite artist. So anytime I can pick something up, this is part 2 of the Judas Contract and the New Teen Titans. Probably their best storyline, or at least my opinion. And just one that I posted earlier today. I have to say, he probably had the best placement for an artist.
And
Him and Chris Claremont have it down.
That's a great cover too. Like it looks like a, like a gem of some kind with all those sharp colors and angles. That's a great one.
Just shows everything he can put into a page. But yeah, those are 3 that I brought that I showed or read this week. And right now I just picked up the Daredevil Born Again. I didn't realize they had these out yet, but it's not a book. But Marvel now has their packs out. So I picked up Born Again, part of the comic book club that I'm in. So that's what we chose for the month. And this will be the first real, like, full Daredevil story I'll have read. So I'm really looking forward to it. And obviously after the TV show, can't say it won't be interesting.
Yeah, that's a good. I've actually read that story arc. I remember enjoying it.
Cool.
Those are cool, Kate. Thanks for bringing those.
No problem.
Oh, his glasses are off. He doesn't know he's on the screen.
I wasn't sure who it was for a minute.
Okay, yeah. What I was doing was I was frantically making cuts because we'd be here all night, as always, with me. So I'm going to start with some new ones that I picked up about a week ago. One of these actually I put off and put off and put off, and I eventually got. But number 3 of Ultimate Wolverine. I love this cover. This one for all the Colossus fans, even though he's not goody in this series, but it's awesome art of him.
That's a great cover.
Of course, if you get this one, I was excited when I saw this because I didn't know this other one was coming out. From the newest issue, number 4, they did his sister.
Oh, man.
Sorry, Nate.
Need it. I need it.
I love the glow of her sword on her face.
I do too.
One. So, yeah, we got brother and sister.
You know why I didn't get it last week? I was like, because that's not magic, it's ultimate magic. I convinced myself I didn't need it, but
have to make a line sometimes.
It's so pretty.
Here was one of the variant covers from number 4. I couldn't resist that one with that negative space. Him wandering through a snow forest, and yeah, this is like the Wolverine I like. He's just very animalistic. There's no reasoning with him. He's got that one set mind, So this is the Wolverine. But then let's go to some of my digging that I like doing in the store. I got this one. This one, dope. I don't know if you've seen this one, but this one reminds me of Tales from the Crypt.
I've got that whole run. Twisted Tales is the very first first anthology I ever read.
Yeah. I mean, this cover is just like wow. If I busted open a shipping box and that was staring at me, I'd be
New change of pants. I got my 3D glasses. If you want to,
there you
go. And then this one I'm showing. I posted this earlier today. Dope. I am so glad and happy you recommended this series. I am loving this. I only got a couple of them, but I did get through them. Tomorrow, I'm gonna probably dig out the rest of them.
Which one did you like the best that you read?
I think it was
the Titan story, the cafe one.
Okay, no, I didn't read that. I actually like the Nazi one.
Yeah.
With the soldier that finds,
he's hallucinating.
Yeah, he's hallucinating and he freaks out. And then the way they ended it is just like, oh, damn. I love how they just nothing good happens in the end for any of these people.
Awesome.
It's straight up horror. So this one was interesting too. And I like how it's different time periods. Like this one's in the 70s. The war one was, in the 40s. So I like how there's that tying thread of the coin, the cursed coin.
Yeah.
And then the coin, it needs its, satisfaction regardless. They don't care about who it is or when and all that stuff. So I'm so happy you suggested that one.
Yeah, it's very addictive.
Yeah. And then here's a guilty pleasure for me. I like my Aircell.
I have that.
Half price books for $1.
Baby.
So when
I might have
this
the
was
second.
volume 2 of Dragon Ring, but I
Yeah.
love the black and white art. I like that 80s independent. It's a little rough, but that's, I think, part of the charm that I like is how rough it is. Somebody creating something. Usually the writing is phenomenal in those. So, if I see Aircell, I'll pick it up.
There's Rich. Rich is right there with me and you, man. If it is 80s black, and that's a case where the art can just be, it can be rough, and I'll forgive it because it's not pro work, man. It's somebody who wanted to do it, and I respect the hustle.
Yeah, especially in the 80s. Now, this is another new pickup from last week. I was not going to get this. I was just like, no, I'm not interested into a kind of a bloated one-shot type of thing. But when I saw this, Kate, this is for you. When I saw this,
good.
It was an instant pickup.
Kate, did you get it?
I did not get that cover. The only cover they had left at my LCS when I got there was the A, which I
Me too.
I also wanted the crypto. They were so good. But so I was like, please put me down for all of these for when Supergirl comes out. I was like, make sure I get
I'm super. Did you get any of these, Kate, in the back? Did you see the little preview?
I did get the preview. It looks great. I'm really, I'm probably not going to go for it because it's like, it's just not it's a little much. The 1 in 25 incentive with, was it Evelie's cover is so pretty.
And then that one, the Jay Lee one.
I added both of these to my pull list already.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here I am cutting books, but I'm like, put those back on, put those on there.
Summer Superman,
all the covers.
Here's another one for you, Kate, because I know you like these old stories. The Superman family.
Love the Superman family.
I'm totally addicted to this series. I didn't know what it was until Matt explained it on one of his streams. And I was like, where have I been? So I'm like all over these because I'm finding them for good prices.
You can get a great deal for a stack of them. Yeah.
Yeah. And I love this cover. It's got all the girls on there, right? Supergirl, Batgirl, Cleopatra. I don't know.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? But yeah, I'm really digging this series a lot. And this one did go a little bit further than this next one.
I like how all the male superheroes are in the background, like watching a cat.
You guys take Cleopatra.
But speaking of, this one's for you, Nate. I think I might have talked about this one once. And I think it's a little pricier. We said these ones can be pricier, but this cover, I mean, just look at, you got Joker's daughter, Scarecrow's daughter, Riddler's daughter, Penguin's daughter. You got everybody's daughter in this one.
Man,
and it's just
what was in the water in Gotham. They're all girls.
Yeah. And then there's poor Robin and his tighty tights back there. So, but yeah, I just love
it.
Any cover with classic Batgirl, I love. I want to get.
Always so good.
I just like that version of her.
Great T-shirt too.
Yeah, your Yvonne Craig shirt is on point.
It's all about the Prince purple motorcycle. Here's one for you, Nate. Also, I did not know anything about this, but when I saw this cover, it was an instant buy. I'm a fan of Captain Atom. I loved his 80s series.
Yep.
I don't really like what they're doing with them recently.
This isn't new, is it?
No, this is probably, let's see. It's 1 of 6 fall, and what's it say? The Fall and Rise of Captain Atom. So this looks like it's like late 29, 20.
Okay.
Kind of looks like the rebirth time, doesn't it?
Yeah, that one looks like the rebirth or new thing.
But very phenomenal art. I think that's kind of cool. So I'll have to track
very
down
captivating.
Yeah.
I'm with you. The Ginny Sparks miniseries with him in it was not. I couldn't stand what they were doing with him.
This one,
I picked up a few of those.
This just makes me laugh. This was a maxi series, I think it was.
12 issues.
This cover, it's just the thought of Jimmy Olsen driving the Batmobile and he is totally out of control in it. It's her. I mean, look at all the crap flying around.
I don't believe Batman would have all that garbage in the Batmobile.
McDonald's cup.
And then the song going across the top. Yeah.
It's Chris sandwich wrappers.
So this just cracked me up. And then, okay, so I'm going to show the first one I had was this. Awesome Alex Ross art. Yeah. He did a lot of the covers for this series.
He did the interior art too.
Yes. And I was looking for the B cover for this for the longest time. Well, I found it finally.
Yes.
So, yeah, the A covers all the heroes, but the B covers all the villains.
Yep.
Damn.
And that,
I mean, you got
that Solomon Grundy in the front.
Yeah, that's Solomon Grundy right there. Zombie face and Bizarro flying down there. And yeah, this is just, I mean, I thought they kind of went together, but it looks like there's actually probably a little bit more space.
Yeah.
But very cool.
Really cool.
Still great pieces.
Okay, and then the last one I'm going to show, this is actually for my wife because I like kind of jabbing her in the ribs and when she makes up names. So I got this, not because it's Catwoman Showcase. I picked these up when I see them in the dollar bin. I got this because of a certain hero that's got the GF on it. She doesn't call him Geoforce. She calls him Great Friend.
Nice.
And she says his superpower is he includes everybody. So yeah, I bought this specifically just to give to her and say, here you go, here's your great friend.
That's great.
So yeah, this is number 4 of Showcase 93. This thing's like a mint shape too, found in a dollar bin. So
yeah, I mean, get that slabbed. It's got Great Friend on it.
That's right. Yeah, some nice adventures of Catwoman. So, but that's where I am cutting myself off.
I'm just going to show a few because I pulled or bought books this weekend for the 3 people that are on this panel.
Boy, yeah, you were teasing us about this.
I am. I'm going to start with Kate. So Kate, these are some recent pickups that I know you will enjoy. So Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane, number 58. This is one I thought I had, but I didn't. So I got this on a Whatnot auction. It's in pretty dang good shape.
That looks really nice.
I have a Jimmy where he's in a scale too. That one is called The Fat Boy of Metropolis. Mm-hmm. And it's great. So yeah, I haven't read this one yet, but I just got it like a few days ago.
So I think I know your opinion, Nate, but what's everybody's opinion on word bubbles on covers?
I love them.
All for it.
I know it's like a lot of modern stuff don't have it. Older books do.
No.
So
it gives you a little taste,
Yeah, even into the 80s and then in the 90s it became kind of a joke, Yeah. So then this one, Kate, this was from the same Whatnot order, and this one I was really excited to get. Action Comics 346, Case of the Superman Imposter. And she's punching out Superman.
Too, yeah.
Checkered top. Anything with the checkered is gold.
Go checks all day long. I will buy almost any book from DC with those at the top.
Me too, honestly.
And then the last one for you, Kate, also why I went and grabbed my Dazzler shirt. This is What If, I just got this at the Indiana Comic Con. What if Dazzler became the Herald of Galactus? And it's really good. Like she convinces him not to eat planets that have life on it. And like when she's on these alien planets, the aliens will look at her like, she's so pretty, she dazzles. I'm like, yeah, she does. So
what's her power?
Her power is she converts sound into light. When she becomes a Herald of Galactus, he gives her like new powers, like Silver Surfer powers, but she just stays her. She just skates through space on her roller skates instead of being on a surfboard.
No way.
I always thought of her like a banshee.
Kind of, yeah. But she makes light, and like one of my favorite things she did in the comic was her and She-Hulk had a team up, and in order to, She-Hulk was under mind control, and so Dazzler revved up this 18-wheeler truck as loud as she could and used the sound to get as much light as she could and zaps She-Hulk, and then She-Hulk was like, oh man, I can't believe I was brainwashed. And then they do the what is it? Not Commando, the Predator, where they clap hands and go kick ass, and they beat up all these guys that were smuggling things in 18-wheelers. So those are the ones I brought with Kate in mind.
Awesome
Dope, with
choices.
you in mind. I also picked up some silver coins at my local half price book, and this one is the one I'm most excited for.
Yeah,
just
that was
because it's
cool.
video games and arcade, and I am a big damn nerd.
That's a good
Love
one.
the
I can tell you
lighting
the
on
spoilers
that
of that
one.
one. You can look at the
Cool.
covers and tell what they're about, but that's a good one.
Right. So I got 3 of them. That's the one I'm most excited for. Now, Dope, didn't you tell me you don't? Is it you that told me you don't like Kevin Eastman's art?
No,
from the
I like
Turtles?
it. I just think it's odd.
Oh, okay. It is odd. So I found this. It's called
Zombie
Zombie War.
Yep.
Do you know what this is? I'd never
I don't
seen
know what
it
it is, but
Okay.
it looks awesome.
It's a wraparound cover, and I have no idea what it is, but I got this for like 50 cents. It's in really rough shape, so you'd really love it. But it's
Yeah,
all
Right, that's cool.
Kevin Eastman art.
Yep.
Just Kevin Eastman horror, and I mean, it looks like the old
That's
Turtles.
different for him. I don't know if I've ever seen him do that genre.
I
love like Conan. I mean, I love like his early Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff.
Yeah,
But he
I do
just
too.
did like a Conan, and it was weird seeing him do other people's stuff. You expect it on Ninja Turtles, but when you see him do Conan or something, it's always like it's a little out there.
This one, because you brought it as a book that you loved, was Hanged Man #1, and I just happened to find issue number 2.
That cover's awesome.
Dude, the art inside is awesome. It is.
Black and white.
I mean, a stream can do it no justice, unfortunately, but like the black and white art inside, the detail.
Wow. It almost
Almost looks like a picture,
I wonder if this was colorized and they said, no, we're going to make it black and white because it is so clean looking, like the shades and stuff.
And I think it's awesome.
Wow.
It's
Yeah,
awesome.
Anybody ever finds that 1 and 2, you got to read it. It's amazing.
Well, I'm bringing this one. This one's going to complete you now have the full run of Hanged Man. And then the last one I brought for you tonight is one of the best covers I've ever seen.
Wow.
I don't know what. It's a Malibu book. So the company that brought you the Ferret, the Protectors, Dinosaurs for Hire, Necroscope. This is issue number 2. I will say the interior art is not done justice by this cover. But if nothing else, I think that is phenomenal.
I knew I had it next to me.
Nice. All you got to do is say something. All right, Eric, I got a few for you. And man, did I find a vein of 80s indie gold. I've never heard of most of these. There's Earth Lore.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Maternity Comics.
Awesome.
That is, crazy art.
No idea what that is.
Wow.
Another sci-fi one. This one has no publisher that I can tell. This one's called Gambit. It's black and white.
It's like Avatar.
Yeah, that's what I was.
This one made me think of the book that you always show. Is it Samurai? The one that you really like?
By Aircell.
By Aircell. Okay, so this is another one from Eternity, and I feel like this could be an accompaniment series. This is Ninja.
Well, they did do a lot of the independents like doing anything ninja, samurai, anything martial arts related.
Yeah, the time we grew up, that was the thing.
Yeah. Oh man, all the ninja movies, right?
Yeah.
Eric, I know you like Hanna-Barbera stuff. I don't know if this is not like classic cartoon stuff.
Hair Bear Bunch.
Valley of the Dinosaurs.
Valley of the Dinosaurs. I remember that.
I don't know that I do. Was this a cartoon?
Was it a cartoon or was that the live action? I think it was a live action. So that's like a adaptation of the live. I mean, it's bad. It was really bad.
So I'm not gonna go through all of this stuff, but this last one I got to show you. Okay, I'm starting with issue 4 because you got to get the front view first. This is called The Last Generation, and it might be because of the way they dress.
Yeah, I know why you picked that one now. Yeah.
So I saw this and I did stare at it for a few seconds, but I said, yeah, I got a buck. I'll do it. So I got this, but the number 2 issue doesn't make sense unless you know what it looks like from the front.
Okay.
And then,
Oh man, so you got the ashless chaps.
pretty
close.
close. Pretty close.
Now,
Now,
look at that big frog monster.
okay, so that's the thing. We got a frog monster.
This looks
We've
like
got-
a D&D cover.
It
yes,
does.
this is some kind of bear. We've got a wolf. There's all these like robot arms in the cave. They're fighting the turtle monster
Okay.
thing, and the girl has wings. So just some wacky stuff. It is from Black Tie Comics. Never heard of this
No,
company.
I don't know that one.
But I feel like when I was at that half price, I feel like there must have just been somebody who dumped a big collection of stuff.
I
If
saw Stevie D say it was a live action.
Okay, well,
So,
good, because
I gotta
that's who I
keep
was just about to ask if he was still here. Stevie D, I always keep an eye out for him whenever I found some Grooves.
Oh,
Stevie D loves Gru. He loves Howard the Duck. So I got these so that I can send these to him. So 36. In this one, Gru's getting married to a lovely lady. And then what is this? 47. So these were the only 3 they had, but I know he loves Gru, so I picked those up for him. And the last one I'll show tonight is one that I think Eric showed, and it's for my brother-in-law, if he's still in here, because he's the one who made me unable to unsee what it is. So I'm going to give this one to my brother-in-law. This is The Adventures of Jello Man and Wobbly.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Swastika Man.
And my brother-in-law, Frank Lloyd Rogg, said, "Why does Jello Man look like a swastika?" And now you can't unsee it.
Yeah.
So that is what I am definitely going to pass along to him. But yeah, when I knew all you guys, well, I mean, when I was digging this weekend, I was picking those books out for you boys. And I'm sorry, Matt, if you quit watching, you won't have to buy this crap. I mean, I find it for $1. I don't intend for you to go on my comic shop and pay full price, but we all know you will. Robert knows Bob Eggleton did the cover of Necroscope. Well, then I need to see more of his art, because
those novels were out there. So
intense. Necroscope is a novel series?
Yeah, it's a novel series.
Okay. But yeah, those are books I picked up this weekend, and I was like, I'm taking these to Heroes Con with me. I'm going to give them a read, but those were books that were gifts for you guys. Sorry, Kate, I don't have gifts for you.
You're all good.
Those Supergirls are for me. And yeah, Lyle, geez. Again, go to what Matt had him on earlier tonight. He paid an average of 37 cents a book, and one of the books he got was Uncanny X-Men 130.
Wow.
37 cents. Like, he had to buy a lot of books to get it, but he got a lot of books. Well, TS, buddy, swastika book incoming. So with all that, I thought we could go ahead and close by taking a look at tomorrow's list, because there is a lot of stuff that I want. There's so much. And so if you see something, just shout it out. I'm going to go, let's see, all these Absolute Batmans are reprints. I am going to get Absolute Martian Manhunter. This is so weird.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people wouldn't be into it, and I get why, but I'm going to check it out. No great covers. I thought this one was kind of cool. But the Martian part of Martian Manhunter hasn't really been made clear yet. Like whether it almost seems psychic, not even corporeal. So that's kind of cool. But that's kind of cool too. And this one actually has like Batman's down here. I don't know if any of the other Absolute characters show up or not. But I'm not into any of that. And then we get to Absolute Wonder Woman, which I will buy the crap out of. Kate?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
In fact, the only Absolute that I'm starting to pull back from is the Manhunter and Green Lantern, just so I don't have quite as many to grab.
Not invested yet.
Not invested yet. Waiting for a trade, but Absolute Wonder Woman, can't resist these covers or the story.
I didn't really enjoy the last issue. I mean, the story was good, but I didn't like the guest artist that they had on it because I was so used to the regular artist.
The regular artist kills it.
So I'm excited to see the new issue. That's cool. Wow.
This is, I mean, and here's the thing though, like I really like this cover, but I'm not going to pay $1 more for it.
Yeah.
It's really cool though. Like I really like that cover's my favorite out of all of them. But and this one's okay, but you know what? The A cover is what I almost always stick with anyway, unless something just really jumps out at me.
I haven't heard anything good about Absolute Flash.
Not a lot happened, honestly,
Yeah.
in the first issue. We don't really learn anything.
Not a lot happened the second issue.
See, I passed on it. I was like, number one didn't grab me. I've as you keep telling me, Dope, I got to trim the fat. Yeah. And so I was just like, since it didn't grab me, I'm not grabbing it. I'm probably not going to grab this, but this felt like something that's
got dope all over it.
Exactly. So listen to this tag. Imagine a clandestine poker tournament where magicians, demons, and demigods gamble using a set of mysterious tarot cards. The game shape the fate of the world, of many worlds, for good or ill. The game has always been played in secret, hidden from the prying eyes of mortals until now. And so I love the cover. And the concept of like demons gambling and affecting the fate of humans. I think that's kind of cool.
I love Colin Bunn, so I might pick it up.
I'm probably going to pass until I see a glowing review from you. And
he doesn't want a white tiger again.
Yeah, I don't want another white tiger situation. And also, if this was last week, I'd be more likely to grab something like that. But this week, I'm already picking things that I'm not getting that are normally on my pull list. Mm-hmm. I did not see, so I am going to get Batman Hush.
Yeah.
I didn't see any covers that like made me say I got to have it.
Single one here jumped out at me. I was like a little disappointed actually with all the pizzazz for issue 1.
I mean, I think this is really cool, but it's a connecting cover, and I'm not going to get the rest of them.
Same thought.
I thought this one was really cool. I giggled at this is the April Fool's cover. I don't want it for like my Batman cover, but I like it as a piece of art.
Yeah.
It does look like Keaton in the blue and gray.
Yeah.
Actually.
Michael Cho variant. Okay. Just nothing. I'm getting the A cover, and I'm not buying the stupid big one again. I don't have another $15.
I was wondering how that was going to do after issue 1.
But here's the thing. Here's the idiot FOMO in me. I'm like, most people are gonna pass because it's so expensive and stupid. So that'll be the one that's worth selling. And then I just got to remind myself, I don't sell shit.
Yeah.
Here you go, Dope. Bug Wars issue 2,
that.
Second printing, and then number 3.
3 would be the one I get. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm liking the story.
I really like the B cover on this one. It's Adam Kubert. Yeah, Adam Kubert. But I really like he's wearing a beetle, as armor. That's cool. So I still haven't read issue 2. I need to.
Yeah, 2 explains a lot.
Every week, Do You Like Tomboy is still on there.
It's never coming out.
Right. Okay, so this is one that I think I'm going to, and this kills me to do it because I get everything the Flash, but I think I'm dropping the Flash.
Back issue. Get it in the back issue.
I know. Well, okay, I'm buying this one only because it's still on my pull list. So I'm dropping it. I'm not going to like stick my shop with it. So I'm going to buy it because it's in my pull list.
Who's the writer right now?
It's Simon Spurrier. He's been the writer since it relaunched, and it just has been it's been a miss for me the whole. I am buying this because I like the character. And the stories just have not done it for me. So I hate this new costume so much. I hate it. Look at it. What? It's. Look, that is not the Flash to me. This reeks of like 90s revision, reimaginings. So I'm not into the costume. I'm not into the storylines. This is the last issue I'm buying, and like you said, I'll find this in dollar bins.
Yeah.
This one though. Oh my god, this is so stupid fun. So GI Joe, Duke versus Cobra. I'll be getting this.
I've been getting that series. That's the one where they're tying it to the Transformer universe.
Yep. And it's been a lot of fun. I have no idea
who getting that one for assets.
Who is this? I don't even know who this is.
The later in the run character.
Okay. Well,
I don't know.
I do like this cover a lot.
Ooh.
Although I'll still probably just get the A cover. This one's really cool, though. I mean, he's taking the helmet off, and oh my god, he was full of snakes the whole time. And the last one I saw that you would like a lot, Eric, there it is.
Oh yeah, Hound. That was my first Transformer.
That is a Daniel Warren Johnson.
That's cool.
It's a 1 in 50, though.
Oh,
so that ain't gonna be cheap.
That.
Pick up the trade if you want that.
Mm.
It'll be printed in the back. Those Godzillas, no thanks. I just can't. I can't. Are you getting Green Arrow, Eric?
I've never been a huge Green Arrow fan. Oddly enough, though, I like Green Lantern, so I'll be getting the Green Lantern.
But you are getting. Are you getting Green Lantern and Green Lantern Dark?
Yes, I like the dark one. Yeah, so I like those Elseworld runs. So
I dropped Green Lantern. I started getting the new Green Lantern Core book.
The core's been pretty good. I like that so far.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. This one lost me early on. Oh man, those are some nice covers. That is.
So yeah, the Elseworlds Green Lantern Dark. I've been really enjoying that. I like those alternative world stuff. Oh my god.
Dude, it's a classic criminal with a $sign bag and a domino mask, and he's running from a monster truck construct. That is awesome. Mark, it's a Mark Spears, of course.
Okay.
Mark Spears 1 in 25, but that's great.
That looks like
that makes up for his work on Youngblood last week. And this one, yeah, you said you liked this, Eric. So
I've been liking it. Yeah,
it's on my radar to read when it comes out.
I would wait for a trade on this one for sure. I'm enjoying it, but it's interesting take on the character, you know. So
cool.
Covers are all really dope.
Yeah, that jumps out at me. That is cool. That's the B cover. Come on. Harley Quinn.
I'll definitely be grabbing it, but that is one where obviously I get everything for her character,
right?
Almost, but like, this run has not been going up.
Did you get the Fartacular?
I did not, which is where I was like, this. All I've been hearing is, how'd you like it? And I'm like, I draw a line.
This is the one that had the rub and smell.
It is. Yes, and I have the original rub and smell from like
the Christmas one,
like 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
But like, it wasn't centered on farting.
No.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, the covers on this are gorgeous.
Yeah.
They are. With the story.
But yeah, that's too bad. That's how I feel about the Flash. I'm like, man, I love the Flash, but I do not like that book. And that hurts, right? Like
it really does, because it's like 50 in, but I mean the first part of the run was good, but it just and they had an artist switch too.
Okay. So Justice League, I'm out. They're already doing a crossover, and like I have the last issue of Justice League, but the first part of the crossover is in a different book. So this is part 2.
Yeah.
I'm out. I just saved myself $5.
Really like 20.
Yeah, very true. Okay, Magic. Speaking of, this one is one where the A cover is my favorite. Scott Campbell.
Yeah, Scott Campbell.
Yeah, showing her different aspects. The what is it called? Hellspawn. The Peach Momoko does nothing for me.
No, it's like concept art. I don't. Yeah.
I don't know who this is, and I don't care. And I really do like Peach Momoko a lot, but this cover is a pass for me. And then her in her Hellspawn form with the statue, Dark Child. That's it. Yeah, I'm not. I'm getting the A cover. That's the one I like.
A cover's the only one you need.
And it has been a really fun read. And for somebody who doesn't know X-Men very well and just likes that because he plays Marvel Rivals, that's been a lot of fun. I'm sorry, Eric. I'm sorry.
It's weird to hear you talking about an X-Men book and a Marvel book.
I know, but I mean, I love playing the character so much. I'm like, I want to read it, so I did, and I've enjoyed her as a character. Oh my God. Speaking of Silver Age, this has been the most Silver Age thing that DC has done in a long time. It is the pacing, the language. It's been really hilarious. One issue was kind of a miss, but the rest have been really good. And in this one, they form themselves a metamorpho family. So there is a what is it called? Metamut, I think.
Oh my
or
God.
something like that. I don't know who all these characters the only ones I know that are real characters is Rex Mason Metamorpho and Urania Blackwell is Element Last. I don't know who these. I'm assuming this is his girlfriend, Star Sapphire, and then this is or Sapphire Stag, and then this is Java, who's a caveman. I don't know where the dog comes from, but I'm definitely getting the A cover. The B cover's cool.
That's cool.
But I gotta have that dog on the cover.
Yeah.
And Minor Arcana is a Jeff Lemire book that I want to like more than I do, and I'm dropping it. I will read it in a trade, but it's just been so slow. Like, it's one of those books that when you read something in 3 minutes, and you're like, crap, that was $5. It just hasn't been worth it. Eric, are you doing One World Under Doom?
I'm doing One World Under Doom. Each issue, I've been getting less and less of the covers. This may be the one where I just get the A cover and be done, and that's fine. I'm kind of enjoying the story. Oh, that's a good one though.
Yeah.
That's the one in.
You're only getting
version.
2 this time.
Let's see if it 1 in 50. Yeah, it's just a variant, so you can get that one if you want, and that one's a beauty.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm a sucker for Doom on a cover, so we'll see.
What about Dinosaur? What about T-Rex Doom?
I don't need that. I think that's ever since they came up with that character, I'm like, come on. Him being Sorcerer Supreme is enough for me. So
yeah. Oh, here we go, Dope. This is gonna be my pick of the week, I think. I'm serious.
Your eyes are getting big.
I loved it so much. Like, one of my favorite books of all time is Criminal by Ed Brubaker, and this has those vibes.
Yeah, the stars are all in line because the artwork it all fits. Yeah.
And so I don't know if I'm gonna get the A cover or the B cover. I actually like the B cover better, but the A cover goes with the one I already bought.
I was gonna say, does it go with number 1?
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna buy the trade too. It's so good.
It's so good. If you like just gritty crime, good Lord.
It's a good break from superheroes.
Holy cow.
It was really, there's a lot. I couldn't figure out how to filter this crap.
Wow.
It's just everywhere. Power Girl, I know Matt from Matt Likes Comics, that series is being canceled. Oh, no, yeah. There we go.
Issue.
Yeah, that's the last issue of the week. That's what everybody's after right there.
I don't know. I'm going to pick it up so I don't have to kick myself in the butt later and say that I should have got it, but I don't know about this story. I love Ben Percy.
That's the reason I picked it up.
I'm afraid it's going to be like the Black Panther one. I did not like that story.
Well, Benjamin Percy, I'll give it a shot.
That's an interesting cover.
Oh, that's homage. That's a cool homage to McFarlane. The
Venom one.
Tyler Kirkham.
I like that one.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, that's just I think that's just a variant. I don't think it's a crazy one.
Every time they use Predator, they got to put that 20th century thing up there in the corner.
Yeah, since when they first got the rights, they weren't doing that. But I don't know, something happened or changed where legally they had to do. I don't know, because they do that with the Alien ones too.
Sabretooth?
Yep, that's the last one of those.
Yeah, that's the big showdown.
Yeah.
The Crocodilian?
Yeah. You thought that was Leatherhead, didn't you?
I did. I was like, wait a minute.
First time I saw him, he's an issue 2. I said, Leatherhead? No, I found out Crocodilian.
Oh man, if I can really hit a niche market here, he's pulling a Bayou Billy. Anyone?
Yep,
oh my gosh. Yes.
Doesn't that look like Bayou Billy, the NES?
Yeah.
And cool. What's the guy for Croc for Batman?
Oh, Killer Croc.
Killer
Yeah.
Croc.
So he kind of looks like all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Star Trek dropped. Killed me to do
What?
it. It killed me
Wow.
to do it, but I dropped it.
There's another Turtles. What about that?
Nope. I don't do the Saturday morning Turtles. I don't do any of the offshoots or the like
Just the
team ups
main?
or whatever. Just the straight TMNT. And if I see them in a dollar bin, I'll pick them up then. I
I'll be grabbing the
will.
Superman.
Oh, there you go,
Yeah,
Dope. I see
will.
it. I want to hear. I want to hear Dope on one that's a little further down there. I want to hear him get it and rant.
Getting the
funny.
A, but they had some good ones this week.
Wow. That's a good Lois Superwoman.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Oh, that is 90s is all get
That's my
out.
childhood right there.
Right?
April Fools.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just the foil.
This one I really like. I think
It's the 1 in
incentive.
25.
Yeah.
It's so cool though. But yeah, I'm not paying 25
Nope.
bucks at the shop for this. But this is great. This is like a Silver Age ad. And I love the kid wearing the little freeze mask.
Mhm.
Looks like a little Cthulhu monster or something.
Oh, I like that one.
Me
That's
too.
the 1 in 50, so I don't like it that much.
Not much.
I like that one.
Yeah. That's the 1 in 100.
Oh.
So I'll be getting this one. Maybe I might get the Lois as Superwoman, because the nice thing about DC is when you buy the variant, you still get the A cover.
Yeah.
underneath.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think that's the way to do it.
See?
So here we go. Dope issue 2 of the Mummy.
I want you to get it so I can hear you rant.
Oh, it's so bad.
He hated this so much.
Wow. Look at that
Really?
cover though.
That's a great cover.
Yeah.
That's all you're buying.
Oh wait,
Ooh.
yeah, that's a Ryan Sook. Now that's an artist I do know and like a lot.
That's
kinda
nothing but a
nice,
love
too.
story. That whole story.
That's cool too.
I like the black and white one.
I do too. 1 in 25.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're right. You'd just be buying the cover.
Yeah.
1 in 7. Boy,
Yeah,
they are making some covers.
They
And the
killed
art
it.
inside's awful too.
Very cartoony, right?
If you have
Oh.
not seen Dope, you got to go to Dope's channel and find his rant, because it was great. Any of this X stuff
Witchblade
for
might
you,
be
Eric?
that number 10 might be my last one for the run. It's dragging too much, and they're just retelling the story of Witchblade. So great art, but it's kind of like, okay, this is issue 10 and nothing has really been said about what the Witchblade is yet.
Okay. Wait, when you say Witchblade, do you mean like the image Witchblade?
Mm-hmm. There's a new series.
Yeah, you just missed it.
When you go back, you'll see it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you said X-Force 10.
Right there.
Witchblade 10.
Hmm.
My bad.
I mean, it's nice art. It's
Look at
just
90.
like a retelling of the original story.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Tula.
It might be tweaked a little bit, but I don't know. I got it thinking, oh, I'm gonna, see something I missed out on back in the 90s. No, not really. They're just dragging it out.
Yeah. So Uncanny X-Men, the facsimile, Uncanny, are any of these on your radar, Eric, or
The
have
real
you
one over
dropped
there.
them?
So
Okay. I forgot. Okay, so last week we really laughed at Mark Spears' Youngblood covers.
oh, that's right. There's more.
There's more. So
my
this
God.
one, we didn't know anybody's name. This guy's name is Shaft. I mean, come on. Stop it. That's his name. Shaft. This is the Shaft variant cover. And there are 31. I am not clicking through all this again.
He's got the
This is
headdress.
like
but,
$20. Yep.
It's
there's still
$20. $20 for this crap. And
Dude,
I
so
don't ever
that
understand
is
the headdress he wears.
that's
It
the
looks
new
like
one.
Gambit, but I don't know what that's supposed to do.
Right.
It don't cover anything.
I think it has a sweatband inside.
Yeah, keeps his ears covered.
Um,
Earmuffs.
So that's the new one, like the new one that Liefeld is selling only on his website for high dollar to his people. And then there's this, which
Deluxe.
is, I mean,
That's a reprint.
are you going to pay $4 for Youngblood #1 that you can go find for a quarter somewhere
Yep.
right now?
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous.
This is ridiculous to me. So weird. But
I mean, that looks like they are same art. It's just they tweaked it on the computer.
Somebody must be into it because it's, they're selling it.
Was Dust to Dust out this week, maybe?
Yes. Are you reading that?
I am. It's almost done. I think it's only 8 issues. Killer art.
Yeah, it's like watercolor inside of it.
It's J.G. Jones, and God, it's beautiful. Again, it was one that suffered from, I'm already getting, like, this week when this book comes out is like I leave with a stack. So it's another one that I'm trade waiting on because it does look interesting. It's about the Dust Bowl.
If you're into like history a bit and just like really grounded story.
So yeah, that one is coming out. But yeah, that's what's coming out tomorrow. So I'm getting a lot. I'm gonna come home with probably about 10 books on my poll tomorrow. Or I say on my poll, 10 books off that list tomorrow. But I am leaving a couple on the rack that I have been getting just because it's just not cost effective anymore. Like the ratio of money to entertainment is not there. So $20 for this crap. Hey, Mr. Akins.
He's probably got a bunch of brigades still.
Yeah. He's going to give some of those away, I'm sure. Yes, Rob Liefeld definitely has a way with names. Well, thank you guys for coming to hang out. Does anybody have anything coming up that they want to let people know about before we sign off for the night? Eric?
Second video coverage of C2E2. I did some dollar diving. That should be next week. Also next week, I'm going to be on Ryan Colossal Collector Show, and we're doing a create your own mutant. So I'm super excited about that because I dug out a character that I made up way back in the day and when I was a kid. So I'm excited for that one. Other than that, I'm actually not doing my live show this month, just as a note for anybody. They don't say, where are you type thing. I just too much stuff going on. Wife's birthday, it's one of those months. So
real life first, man. Well, that's cool. I'm really looking forward to Colossus's Monday stream because
should be fun.
All of you guys pitching a mutant, all of you mutant nerds, it's going to be awesome. Dope.
Always doing the hunting videos, and I think next Tuesday night at 7:00 Central, I will be on this show. So
yeah, I was gonna say, what are you doing next Tuesday? We do this.
You threw out the pitch.
Yeah. I think I'll be right here. So
I got the fear. How about you, Kate? What's going on?
On Instagram, I'll be hosting some comic shows Thursday and Friday night this week. And then wherever the wind takes me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you coming really last minute and joining us tonight. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun when you were on the Sunday show, and I just was looking for a chance to get you back for a hang.
You're a lot nicer than Hagen.
So Friday, I'm sure I will be on Alan the Comic Collector Geeks Friday night stream. On Sunday on my channel for the Comic Book Hangover show at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, we're going to have 22 comics on. Somebody who I like a lot. Eric will be asleep, but I will be awake and hungover and talking comic books. And then next Tuesday at 8, you better be here because I'll be here.
Yeah, if you ain't doing it, come hang out the FOMO squad next Tuesday at 8, Nate.
Yeah. What else you got to do?
Yeah,
I'll bring more White Claws.
Yeah,
hey, you better bring a couple cases with you when you come to North Carolina.
It takes like 6 to get a buzz.
We need blackberry. We need the citrus.
They have the watermelon.
I need kiwi watermelon to get my buzz on.
We're gonna look badass walking around that hotel lobby.
White Claw.
We'll have our t-shirts done.
Yeah. He'll be walking the McMahon walk when he comes down the ramp.
Yeah, one in each hand.
Very good. Well, everybody who hung out with us tonight, thank you so much. There were a lot of people in the chat. I'm sorry, I miss comments when I'm looking at the other screen. So I'm sorry. I'm sure I missed some gold. But you guys are the best. So thank you for watching. You guys are the best on the panel. Thanks for being here as always, and we will see everybody around. So thanks. Have a good night.
Bye, y'all.